a new guest came through from Florida. We got Emac.
Yeah.
What's good? Welcome to the Ride Along. Welcome to Rough Riders Radio.
Much love, y'all.
Powerhouse, The Pit.
Appreciate you coming up here.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
having
for
me.
real.
Man.
Always
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, dope. So we're gonna, talk to you. See where you came from, what you're about, like everything about you, for real. And your life in Florida, and like how all this began for you.
Do you like telling people you from Brooklyn or Florida?
See, I just said this shit on 105 when I was out there, man. Like, I'm born in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I tell people I'm from Miami, you know what I'm saying? Because I was raised in Miami until I was 16. And I feel like I got all their culture, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I definitely let people know that I was born here from, I don't know, because some people take the word from different, you know what I'm saying? So I said it in front of, I was at DWI stuff yesterday doing his podcast in Brooklyn, or he's in Bronx right now too. But I was out there and I said I was from Miami, but and he said, well, I read you was born in Brooklyn. And I said, well, I was born in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I shouldn't say that. He said, nah, you say you from here because you from here, you was made here. You know
but when I get what you mean, but like when you say like you from somewhere else, Miami is where you got into a lot of shit.
Right, that's where motherfuckers gonna know me. I did my footwork.
Yeah, right. So that's where you from. I get you.
Even if because like even then I left Miami when I was 16, and I went to Highlands County, Central Florida, like Davenport, Lake Wales, Polk County area. So I went there, and I really like from 16 to on. That's where I was at. So I really did all my street shit out there. You know what I'm saying? So I know people in Miami though, and we was connected. So it's kind of trickled down after all the music shit. You know
Did you move to Miami to get away from?
My mama moved me from Miami to get away.
To get away from street shit.
She got away from the gang. She didn't get away from the rest of it.
You know what I'm saying?
But do you think both environments, like Brooklyn and being from Florida as well, because you can both basically claim both?
Yeah.
Did it have influence on your music?
I can't say that that Brooklyn did. I did though on some real shit. Like when I was young, I didn't have much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know my father. I never met him. I come from a single mom, so we didn't really have much. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to single moms.
Sometimes, shout out to single moms. Man, I watched my mom struggle her whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much why I decided to do things I did. Like, cause I said, man, I'd rather live how I want to for a little bit than live like that for my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, it is. But still, like I said, that was a time you could fly under the radar, maybe get away with it. Motherfuckers get ahead now. They're not playing no more, especially in Florida. But I could say, like, I come back to Brooklyn. When I was in Brooklyn yesterday was the first really time I was in Brooklyn. Because I stood in the Sheridan, and I was right downtown. You know what I'm saying? I was walking around out there afterwards this morning and just going to get the shit. I had to go to the liquor store. I had to go here, there, everywhere. I went to all those shoe store and shit. I was just walking around. I said, damn, this is lit out here. You know what I'm saying? And it reminded me a lot of shit like in Miami and any city, like really where the strip at. You know what I'm saying? But it's different when you go to the hoods. Yeah. It's different than the strip.
Do you feel like you have to go to the hood whenever you travel different cities
no,
and stuff?
not unless I'm safe there. Not unless I'm safe there. I'm not just gonna go with anybody hood and act crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know how
do you do
that
the
shit
check-in?
is.
Do you believe in the check-in?
I mean, to an extent, yeah. If you know somebody there, I mean, if you don't know somebody there, then I mean, there's nothing you can really do. You just move safely. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the check-in, I do believe it'd be okay. There's nothing wrong with getting with somebody that's from around there. You know what I'm saying? And it's better anyways. I know this is better anyways because they know all the spots.
Yeah,
you know exactly. Like,
and then they tell you where you can't go. And
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They know all the spots. I mean, you're just going to walk out somewhere blind. You might as well just walk in traffic.
That's so true.
So how was your adaptation when you moved from Brooklyn, Miami? Because that's a...
Yeah, how old are you?
I was 4.
Okay. That's different.
At first I thought you said 16. So
I was 16 when I got to Miami, to my other spot from Miami, to Central Florida.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
So 4 years old, I moved from here. I mean, I visited here and there because I got family here.
Yeah, so you didn't really give a damn at 4 for real.
I mean, I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You're still having fun.
I had been out here a couple times before I did music and shit. I didn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say like I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying?
You know New York.
I was born in New York. Yeah, I was born in New York. Definitely.
Jordan was born in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, y'all said the same shit. Hey, I believe it. Fuck it. Hey, I ain't got no problem with that. I was born in White Collar Hospital. You know what I'm saying? I guess they said shut down now. My family living on Stagg Street. That's what they tell me. I see pictures. I don't know. But, but I'm from here still, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, knew you. Yeah, I was gonna ask you
yeah,
if he was
Puerto
Latino because
Yeah,
I knew it.
Oh, he's
I knew it.
definitely.
You just gotta detect.
No, there's not a lot of white boys moving like that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican.
You look like one of my dogs too, though. You really I swear to God.
How's school out there in Miami? Like, 'cause
But,
I know it's like.
Yeah, I wasn't coming up.
I mean, shit, crazy. Like, when I was in
No,
Miami.
please don't leave it vague like that.
No, I'm not. When I was, the year I left Miami, one of the biggest reasons we left Miami was because I was in a middle school called John F. Kennedy Middle School. They called it Jail for Kids, JFK Middle School. It was the
Jail
first.
for kids.
It was the first school that had metal detectors.
Jesus.
In the state of Florida or period in the United States?
Period, everywhere.
Oh, wow.
It was
Okay.
the same place that the Zoe Pound, that's where they got created, in that middle school right there. You know what I'm saying? Like back there in Miami, you know, if you was Haitian, like motherfuckers kind of like made fun of you and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then them niggas started like banding up and shit, you know what I'm saying? They said tired of niggas making fun of us, started, hey, they stand for this. I fuck with Haitians though. Like when I moved to where I was from on some Wim shit, I met some Haitians and they was like my best friends and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up with them. Shout out to law school. Rob, yeah, man, they doing 28 years. They got indicted. You know what I'm saying? That's the indictment I dodged on some lucky shit, you know, but it could have been me. And anybody on the end, it could have been anybody, you know what I'm saying? It's like fucked up, but that middle school was fucked up. I mean, they started bringing guns to school and shooting each other, so they put the metal detectors. I guess it was shortly thereafter everything else got metal detectors. I don't know. Because when I went to where I was at, I never had metal detectors. In that school I went to up there where I was at, Central Florida.
So when did you decide that you wanted to do music?
I was about to
when
say, going through all of that,
Right,
when did you
like-
have time to think about you want to do
You know what? I want to rap.
I
How
never
did that
wanted
come
to do
out?
music. I always could freestyle. I could just freestyle. How I started this shit is wild. Alright, so I started doing my street shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I got to where I was at and I realized these motherfuckers don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I could do a little bit of weed, come back here and bust their head. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. I did what I did, you know, and I ended up acquiring a computer off the streets, like a whole desktop. It was a compact at the time. It was back then when you had to plug the cord in and get
dinosaurs.
Oh, the dial-up?
Yeah, so I had it for like a month before my homeboy Trav, man. Big T, shout out my dog Trav. He out now. He did some time with Feds. He out now. It was unrelated. This is when I was way younger. But he did some time. He out. Shout out him. He changed his life. I'm very happy for him. He come to my house. He said, "Man, you got internet and you ain't got instrumentals?" I said, "What is instrumental? I didn't even know what an instrumental was." You know what I'm saying? First instrument I ever rapped on, though, crazy. Nah, script it back down. First instrument I ever rapped on in my life.
So he put you on like Napster.
He put me on the Napster, LimeWire, Napster. LimeWire.
Wow.
Yeah,
You taking it way
LimeWire.
back.
Yeah.
So I started downloading instrumentals after that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I was nice when I freestyled the first time ever, but I could always rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
I could always rhyme my words. It was not a problem to me. You know when you get a motherfucker be rapping. And I'm not saying rhyme is everything.
Yeah.
But I think if more people told their friends they was trash, then we wouldn't have a situation that we got with all the artists.
Say it
out there in
again.
the game, you know what I'm saying?
Say it louder for the people in the back.
I'm just saying, like I'll tell my friend on you, he's trash, he's my friend, so y'all gotta do the same.
Yeah, you gotta keep it real with your friends. That's real shit.
But Puerto Rico friend, ain't it?
It's too many yes men and all that crew. We gotta watch.
It is too much yes man. I be by myself now, you know what I'm saying? Homegirl, you know, I don't really be too many motherfuckers. My motherfucking friends sing me.
So from there, from rapping on instrumentals, you clearly took it a lot more serious now. Cause I don't know if I want to, two-part it, but you told us that, what happened on TikTok. You don't got to jump straight into that. So there was that one time that you took it serious in order for you to get to that point. So it went from freestyling to what? Like what made you snap into that to be like, yo, I was in the streets. Something.
I was in the streets and shit started getting hot for me. And I got I wanted to be out of it, dog. Like, in real life, dog, this is for everybody. I just want to say, if a motherfucker tell you they like selling drugs, they don't really do it. That's not true. There's no way you can like it. Like, after a prolonged amount of time, you get tired of that shit, dog. It's looking over your shoulder every day. Like, it's not comfortable. It's just, it fucks up your psyche now, you know what I'm saying? So you go back to a regular job, making minimum wage, you be dead, you know what I'm saying? You can't do it. I've tried, you know what I'm saying? Because you go back and then you be like, oh, I can make $200 and they don't leave you alone. Don't think they leave you alone, let you bounce, you know what I'm saying? They there every day, you know what I'm saying? Hey, cuz I need this, you know you can just go hit that lick. Oh, this fucks you up, you know what I'm saying? So like, I knew at one point in my life, I just said, man, this is the only shit gonna get me out. This is the only shit gonna get me out. I knew how to rap and I knew how to do that. I never had a name brand pair of shoes until I started selling them. Never. I wanted them. My mom bought me a pair of Shaqs one time. The real Shaqs, not the Walmart ones.
The Reebok ones.
Yeah, the Reebok ones. The pumps. You know what I'm saying? I see on TV, I wanted them, the pumps. Yeah. BK British Knights, right? Was that what it was at first? Some shit?
Nah, they was, I think he had the Reebok ones.
He had the Reebok pumps. But what, British Knights has some pumps too, right?
Oh, yeah, I think British Knights has some pumps too. That was before me.
I have either, but my uncle, he was older than me. He used to tell me you ain't got no British Knights. Horror stories and shit.
I didn't even know you ain't had sneakers.